Welcome back, folks, to another episode. We are starting the day off. We're working on the pontoon again. You guys loved episode 1. Here's episode 2. Today, well, not today, but in this episode that you're watching today, we're hopefully going to be taking it out on the water to test it. So to recap, well, just roll the clips. This is literally just liquid rubber, look at that. So as you guys saw, we did a bunch of work to this thing, and now this is what it looks like. There was a big hole here. We've got all sorts of JB Weld, putty, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's kind of squishy right there, but it's good. I mean, that's gonna be waterproof. So we're gonna actually take some of that tape that Banjo's got, put that over this, and then we have some, we bought a bunch more stuff. Bunch of more JB Weld, and then this is some truck bed coating, but it's in like an actual can, and you can roll it. So we put a bunch of spray on like Flex Seal and bed liner spray, but it didn't really get like super thick, so we kind of wanted to roll it. And Kyle's over here. That's some JB Weld putty. Is that what that is?
Yeah. This is pretty embarrassing. This is not how you should fix any.
No. Listen, we don't do anything correct, but as long as it's functional, that's what we're about. As long as it works. So basically filling that with putty, then we're gonna take the pieces of metal, cover it, JB Weld that, smear it all over, put some more putty on it, put some more Flex Seal on it, put Flex Tape on it, and then put the bed liner on top of it. So this was some more right here, but this is all cover. See how like, this is like rock solid. There's no way any of this is leaking right here. And then same thing on this side, we filled another one of these holes right here with the putty. Yeah, this stuff is harder right here.
Yeah, it's like rubber.
So I don't think we're gonna have any problem with that.
No.
I would just coat everything.
Wrap it.
Yeah, wrap it. Yes, wrap it and then coat it. So you can see like there's a little rust sticking through. So we kind of want to paint it just to make sure the rust doesn't get any worse. And then at some point in today's episode, we are gonna paint the actual pontoons. We've got gray paint in a sprayer. Spray the entire thing so they're all one color. Flip it, and then as you guys saw at the beginning, we did a bunch of work with plywood. We got marine grade plywood. That was also $75 a sheet. I thought it was $45. So yeah,
oh, was it really?
$300 in plywood. Killed it. And we sealed those up. So we're gonna, basically once we get done with the pontoons, we flip it, you deck it. What else were we gonna do to it? Put some eye bolts on it, stuff like that, and then attach a motor, and then hopefully go take it out and launch it and just see if it works. Will it flow? Will all this, I mean, again, we're probably $200, $300 into like adhesive patching stuff, which is, this is getting expensive, Banjo. I think, you know what they need to do?
Hit the like button?
They need to hit that like button. Doesn't pay me, but go ahead and do it anyway, because it's free. So, with that being said, let's get to sealing. All right, so...
You want to like put it over it and then...
Yeah, let's just... I wouldn't go too much more than... I'd say right that little crease.
It ain't straight.
That's fine. Neither are you. There's no way this is leaking, dude. That's like a straight up.
Yeah.
And we're gonna seal up the edges. So like, you might be thinking, well, what if a stick grazes that? Well, we are gonna Line-X the entire thing with bed liner, so it shouldn't even be able to do it. And paint it. Oh, this ain't going nowhere, boys. But as long as that's on there, ain't no leaks happening. So let's do the same thing to the back. Okay, stick your side down first. Go as far that way as you kind of, like that. Yep. Yep, and then just push it to me. There we go. Wrap it right there. Dude, this is sticking so much better than I thought. Like,
yeah.
There's just no way. There's no way anything's getting in there. I don't think there was that many leaks right there. That was just more extra precaution, right?
Yeah.
All right, well, I say let's get the roller out and
Roll that side.
let's get it rolling. I might be high off that stuff. That was potent. How you feeling?
What?
Yeah, that stuff, I got it. The thing is, I don't have many brain cells left. Hopefully it ain't frying many. I'm not gonna have much left.
Your SAT.
That's what I'm saying. That stuff was super intense, but it's good. It gave it like this really tough structural texture. So we ended up Ty ended up basically brushing it with a hand brush on the sides of it, so there's no like actual lip for something to rip off. So that's kind of what the finished texture is going to look like. Now we still are able to paint it and stuff like that, but now we've got to worry about this guy. So this guy, we've got this putty has set up now. We got to lay that metal on like this with some JB Weld and then smear it all in there, let it cure, and then take some putty and round it off. We just don't want any hard edges where like a stick or rock could catch it and rip it off. So that's the whole idea of taping it and then then running that bed liner over it to where there's no lip. It's just straight up flush, and it should hopefully strengthen some things. So that bed liner stuff worked way better than that. That stuff's definitely the deal. So now it's time to patch this hole. Now, the people that watched the first episode, you might be like, well, I thought you already JB welded. Well, I thought I did too. But the marine grade stuff we got, it didn't set up right. We didn't mix it correctly, I guess. I didn't think you had to mix it. That was the whole point of having the two little jet things next to it. But so we ended up tearing it off, and we got actual JB quick stuff. What do you think about that? I'm not sure about this one. There's a lot of tabs hanging out. We're gonna have to really tape those up and smooth them out. Well, I would let that kind of cure, and then probably smear like all the edges with JB Weld, and then I would probably spray flex seal it, flex tape it, and then bed line it, and then paint it. It's a lot of process. This is a lot of work. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I really hope this thing floats, because this has been like, I mean, as far as like days working, I mean, we're probably up to at least a week by now, 7 days in this. We didn't even work that hard on the freaking cabin we built. This is a lot of work. So, all right, well, I guess we'll see if this thing will dry. Shoo, this stuff's good. Look at that.
That's hard.
See, really?
Yeah.
So this stuff worked way better than the marine stuff. Was not the deal. This, yeah, how'd that go?
I was texturizing it.
This is nice. It's a nice little texture. Okay, so we've got some of this paste. So now that it's dry, man, this stuff, I'm feeling confident now. This stuff's legit. We should have started with that earlier. So like I said, the goal is just gonna be to make it a slight bulge. Basically take this, smooth it out. Yeah, smooth it out. We don't want any hard edges. Okay. Let this cure overnight, come back tomorrow, and then do the final touches, which is wrap it in tape like we've done those other spots, and then spray or roll that kind of bed liner stuff on it. And that's gonna be the final touch as far as patching goes. And then we've gotta paint them, flip it, deck it, paint some more, and then put a motor on it. So this, we're on the second half here, folks.
It's a decline.
Yeah.
Downhill slope.
Yep, that's it.
Andrew's a big slope guy now. Big ski guy.
He skis one time, big slope guy.
It's a lot better than it was. It doesn't have like a rough edge or rock.
Yeah, there's nothing that can really catch on. It should be pretty forgiving, and then tape it, bed liner it. So we're gonna let this set up today. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Shoo! Alrighty, folks. Well, it's the next day. We've got some work to do on the pontoon. We got the putty to cure, to dry, and we've got all of this. Look at that. It's rough. I like it. This is exactly what we want. It just gives it a little extra layer and protection. And then this, look at this. Perfect. Nice and smooth-ish. Smooth. There's a little air bubble. But you know what air bubble means? It means it's airtight, which means that means it's watertight, because air molecules are smaller than water molecules. Bill Nye the freaking science guy. I just assume that's common sense, isn't it?
Bill Nye's a creepy guy.
Like air can get through something easier than water. Yeah. Right? So I'd say the molecules are, anyways, let's freaking flex tape this sucker. We're gonna put a big fat, you think two strips? Yeah.
Like to go like that, and then
do another one.
Like overlap.
Yeah, yeah.
Overlap.
There you go. Yeah.
Straight lines.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Okay. So today we've actually got a paint sprayer while Beavis and Butthead get this figured out. What's going on? We out?
We're gonna be out.
No, you'll get enough. Yeah, you'll get enough. It's gonna go around. Yeah. Plenty. Perfect. Look at that. It's almost like we planned that. They're gonna get that thing figured out, but we've got a paint sprayer right here. So this is the paint that we picked out in episode 1. It's like a gray color right there, and this is what we're gonna paint it today, and then maybe like for duck season, if it's too shiny, we can camo it up a little bit. But we tested it just a little bit. That's kind of what it looks like. We're gonna try painting. This one's completely done. This pontoon's completely done. That one we're still kind of working on. We gotta throw some more bed liner on that side. This one's done. So we're gonna try to paint all of this today, this side, and then basically get one layer on it, get a layer on the other side, and then tomorrow after it dries, flip it. And now we're working on the top, and that's when we can start painting it, finish painting it, and then get the decking material put on it, get the motor put on it, and actually take it out and see if this thing freaking flows. So that's pretty much the plan so far, is to get the bottom done. Today the bottom will be done. It'll be all painted and ready to go, to where tomorrow we can come here and we can flip it over and start finally working on the top and trying to get everything ready to go to put some decking on it. So, oh yeah, that's the good stuff there, boys. Oh yeah, that ain't going nowhere. So to show you kind of what this turned out like, there's a hard surface, this bed liner on top. Look, I can't even get the tape up if I wanted to. You can see a little bit of a seam, but we sealed it. So it's like we sealed the seal. How's that looking?
Good.
Beautiful. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Nice and tight.
Close your eyes when you listen to that clip.
Really?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do all that. So let's get some. Do we have any more bed liner, or do we use Kai Dog's flex
I feel like
tape?
you just flex seal.
Or we know we have some. We have roll.
Yeah, do you want to do that?
Yeah, we should finish. We should.
I don't think we kept the roller though.
Paintbrush?
I don't think so.
What do we keep?
I don't know. We kept the paint.
Yeah, I'll just soak it in.
That's good.
Yeah.
You got it.
Where'd the roller go? Where'd that trash go? Where'd the trash go?
Through that in that trash can.
Is it still in there?
dig
I
it
bet
out.
it's still in there. I'll go dig it out. Anyways, let's go get the bed liner. Alrighty, give it a dumpski, Banjo.
She's still wet.
Really? Look at you. Look at that.
Already looks like rubber.
Yeah, just leave it like that. Look at Banjo sealing that up.
He's a good sealer.
He's a professional. That's the stuff. I think your brush is better than mine.
You want to switch?
I don't know. Yours texturizes it a lot more.
It's been sealed. I don't think that's going nowhere now. Well, time to start painting. We're gonna let this side dry. We can pretty much paint everything but this little spot for right now, and this stuff might actually dry pretty quick. So let's get to spraying. Look at this thing. It is painted up, looking shiny and not good for duck hunting as heck, but the bluegills might like it. I mean, I think as it dries, it should dry a little bit darker. I think it's called, if it doesn't, it's false advertising, because the can on it looked a lot darker than this. But first coat is complete. We sprayed it. What was the time-lapse time on that? 20? 19 minutes? Oh, that's not too bad. First coat is complete. It's now drying. We're gonna let this dry overnight and come back tomorrow and hopefully flip it and coat the top half, and then we can start working on the deck. Fine. I think for the last week straight, we've been working on repairs and painting and putty and spray and bed line, and I'm ready just to put the freaking deck on it and get to dangling. So with that being said, we'll see you guys tomorrow. This is OSHA approved here, folks. Well, we're trying to flip it back. We got the bottom painted, sealed up, ready to go. Kyle's gonna go grab the tractor and we're gonna play catch. Just remember when we built the cabin, we played catch with an entire 16 by 24 cabin. Similar, this seems a little easier than that. You've gotta basically, the skid loader's gotta throw it and the tractor's gonna catch it and set it down without hitting these rocks and puncturing holes through all of our basically mending between JB Weld, Flex Seal, all that stuff like that. So once we get it flipped back over, we can finish painting it, and we're gonna try putting the deck on today. You guys stay tuned. Well, this is gonna be that was the durability test.
Now I gotta fix it again.
We planned that. That was durability.
Yeah.
Well, now we'll see how it goes. Shoo! We only had one little scruff, okay? So easy in the comments. We got it figured out. We just hit it again with some Flex Seal. We'll put a new piece of tape. All it was the tape was ripped. JB Weld was fine. So we're good to go. Now, it's time to paint the top. We got the bottoms painted. So like honestly, most of it's painted. We just got this little strip here, but instead of spraying it, we're actually just gonna go ahead and roll it. We think rolling it, we get 3 beefcakes, we got 3 rollers. We think it's gonna go a lot faster, and you can get kind of a thicker coat. That way, like this type of stuff, you can really seal up and cover. So we're gonna go ahead and get all of it painted up and ready to rock and roll. And then as it's drying, we're gonna try getting some of the decking. So there's our deck board right there. We got 4 sheets, and we've got to take out, we got to grind away these bolts right here and then pop new bolts in. So anyways, that being said, let's get to painting. Look at her, she's all painted up, looking good, folks. We got it all painted up. We think, we'll see, kind of, I mean, even after we deck it, we could still get pretty good access, but we think right before, not right before we launch it, but like as we get everything kind of done, we're gonna actually load up the paint back in the sprayer. The sprayer did do a good job of getting a nice even coat on it. This was good for getting big globs of paint in like these rougher areas to kind of try to seal them all up. But we think we're just gonna take the sprayer and just go down the side and really get a nice coat on the side, because that's what you're gonna see after this dries. So that might be tomorrow or the next day. But next up, I've got to prepare basically the surface for our decking. So we've got bolts like these guys, and there's holes all the way through, like through all this. And so there's some bolts I'm gonna have to take a cutter and zip them off, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the sheets of plywood down and then utilize the bolt holes to run our bolts through them. And I think it should work out pretty nice. So with that being said, let's get to cutting. Shoo, and they're cut off. Well, we got one more. Let's see what Construction Banjo's got to say about this one.
What about this guy? You don't care about that guy?
No, he ain't good for nothing. We might zip that thing off though. What is this? Yeah, that wood. That wood might become a little hazard right here. Look at that. Who gave this kid power tools? You got it. It's gonna be hot. Easy.
That's why I didn't throw it.
All right, well, it's cut up. Now, this is a big moment for us. We are about to apply, set on our first sheet of plywood. We don't have the 2x4 that we need though. Well, if you guys, why don't you lay a sheet down and see where it lands? It should land right here in the middle, where we can put a 2x4 and then butt up another one and then screw both of them down. That's at least the theory. If it doesn't land on one of these little stud pieces, then we'll have to make some adjustments, but let's see it. Bring it to Papa. Man, look at us.
How's that?
I think it's good. We'll put a 2x4 and then we can bolt it in from here. And you can let it. What do you think about that?
I was trying to get it closer.
Look at that, nice grippy. That's just dust too. So we need to find a 2x4, don't we? Because otherwise it's got to slip up under that. And we also probably need to take once we get a 2x4, we're gonna have to take a mallet and see if we can drill through that, or we're gonna have to bore each hole out.
I think you can smack it.
I think you can smack it. Just get a huge sledgehammer, and just whoop bam. You know.
Can you do that one more time?
Whoop bam. All right, we need a 2x4. Alrighty folks, well, we got the 2x4 piece in there, board down, smack down, looking good. We're gonna throw this board on just like that, throw this other board next to it. I'm gonna crawl up under and go ahead and start screwing the, well, basically taking the drill bit, going through. Then Banjo's gonna be on top with the bolt. He's gonna throw the bolt down and smack it, and then we've gotta throw the washer under it, and then the nut, and that's how we're gonna secure everything down on the pontoon. Captain Banjo on the bluegill barge.
Or one of those.
Oh, true.
Both.
True, or both. Yeah. Look at this sucker. This thing's looking nice. Well, we did find a couple more leaks. We ended up bandaging this one up there, hoping that helps it. And then Kyle brought the welder out, and we're gonna give that a second shot here. There's a little crease right here that we think we could weld. You can see it's just a break right there. So we got the old welder out, so we're gonna see if we can weld it. But how sturdy is it?
Oh, it's nice.
I'd say 24-hour challenge on the bluegill barge. We still need to bolt down this. This is where this lip is sticking up, but this will get sucked down. And I mean, we could just leave the crack, or you could whip the old cock out and cock it.
Leave the crack.
You like the crack?
Yeah.
It's good for water drainage, I guess. I was thinking about putting caulk on it and then painting it, and then it would look. You wouldn't see that. See the seam right there? See how big of a gap there
I
is?
still can catch fish on
That's
it.
there's a big gap right there. You guys were on no gap duty. I relied on you guys. Yeah, I was laying down on the ground I was like a hobbit, and they left just this giant. And then you got one of these going on here. These just absolute rookies.
We're gonna cut that
Look
off.
at that fat crack.
Full Jet likes the fat cracks.
Really?
Yeah.
See, this is a little sketchy right here.
Yeah, we probably need to cut.
Right
Yeah,
there.
we'll cut that off.
If it jumps hard enough, it'll it'll cut it down for you.
No.
Yeah, probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you got
No. So anyways, this is kind of what it's looking like though. I mean, you could fit, assuming it floats, let's assume it floats. You could get like
You get at least
10
30
people on there. It's the old party barge.
Next
I have an idea. Ping pong table on, and we play beer pong on the barge.
I like it.
Barge,
Loser
beer
jumps
pong.
in.
Loser swims. Yeah.
Hopefully you don't
Naked
lose.
I say if I lose, I'm dead. So anyways, all right, let's see if we can get this thing welded. Shoo! Finally, folks, okay? It's been like 4 freaking days. It's been raining and pouring and old man is snoring. We are out here ready to try to get the pontoon on the water. We brought this trailer. Oh God, dude, give it, oh, Rick. Oh, Rick. We went into the store to get some more Flex Seal tape. Oh, I almost got it. And we saw these. If you guys didn't have these growing up, you didn't live the childhood that we lived. Here, watch me give this thing some flick here. That's what I'm saying. If you guys didn't have those growing up, you are missing out. We saw those, but we had to get some more flex tape. We got one more thing just to go over just to make sure, but we're gonna try to lift that pontoon up, put it on this trailer, strap it all down, and then take it to the brew bakery, and then put a motor on it, gas tank, everything. Go out. I don't think we're gonna catch anything. We didn't bring any rods, but
Really?
we might be able to look for some fish.
Handfish.
Really, hillbilly hand fishing. Cast net. That's a perfect boat for a cast
God,
net.
you
Think about it. You got a
tangled
whole
in
platform. So, anyways, let's get this sucker taped up.
Dude.
How's it look?
Good.
Oh, I like that.
Any
That looks good.
sandpaper?
I got. Oh, what up, pup? What's up, big boy? Hi. What's up, buddy? What you doing? What you doing? Oh, it's your big boy. I like that. Yeah, I think it looks better.
Yeah.
For sure. You can see a little bit of the pontoon. I mean, ideally, we'll need to tape this up. We just gotta see if the sucker will float. We got some other things we work on, like we're gonna paint these and some other stuff and sand this down and paint that. But for the most part, we just gotta see if the sucker will float. So we do have to run some tape. There's a big hole in the back that we're just gonna throw a little extra of this guy on, wrap it up. We dry fitted the motor. We're good to go. We got some gas that's probably 3 years old. We're good to go there. The trailer, it's probably gonna ruin this trailer, but you know what? I don't really use this trailer anyway. It is what it is. So I thought the wheel well would have been narrower than the width of that boat, but we're not by like 6 to 8 inches or so. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna have a pontoon on this side and then it's gonna rest like somewhere right in here, which could completely dent the fender and ruin this trailer, but we gotta do it for the pontoon. We've worked too hard. I don't wanna have to go rent a trailer and find, we're just gonna make it happen, okay? So anyways, we'll get this thing taped up, try to get this thing on the trailer. Wish us luck. Yep. That'll work. I mean, if I can't move it, it ain't falling off.
That's all.
Really?
Yeah.
Beefcake approved.
I'd say it's beefcake approved. Except we have a, this is funny. You know what's funny? We spent like $1,000, $2,000, probably like 2 weeks worth of work. And we got one of these. If water can get out,
That's not a
I
little
assume it
bit
can get
either.
in.
Nah,
Is that how math works or science or something?
No.
That's a whole, well, it's a hole, but that's a whole lot of water that's in here that's coming out. I wish it would. Now I'm regretting not saving one roll of flex tape, but I don't know if it would do. I mean, like, there's a right here. That's a piece of flex tape.
Wasn't that patch stuff?
Yeah, and then we covered it with bed liner and paint and like what? I don't know what else you can do. A leaky boat is a good boat, I was told. No one told me.
Who told you that one?
I told you guys that. So, anyways, we're gonna get this sucker strapped down, ocean approved, and take it out to the pond and see if it floats.
One, two, three. Oh, one side's going. Almost. It's in the water.
Hey, it's floating.
Yeah, brother, we did it. The question is, can we get the motor started? That thing sucks.
Yeah, that's
It's the
all
only
you.
one I had. It's the only one I
Yep.
had. Gas is like 4 years old, but we'll get it figured out. All right, odds this thing starts, Oakley, I'm not sure.
Oh, I tried.
it in a while.
Good night. Back it up, Terry. Hey.
Oh, this thing's
We're on
smooth.
the pontoon, boys.
How you feel, Banjo?
I feel good.
Do you?
But like, I want a
The
chair.
old bluegill barge. Dude, we need zero gravities right now.
I know.
Put a pole in the middle for Banjo.
Wow.
Ooh, spicy.
OnlyFans.
Oh my! Why would you pull on that?
It's hitting. I can't turn.
NASCAR left turns only.
You know what's gonna happen? This little like back thing, the whole thing's just gonna, and we're just gonna lose the motor and all.
How fast do you think we're going? 4. 7. Yeah, 7 miles an hour.
Look, hey buddy,
No way.
you're eroding the shore.
Hey, we're on the shore here. We've proven that it'll float, but let's just keep driving it around with an unsteady motor. Dude, I'm telling you, zero gravities,
I like it.
extension pole.
I say like bed.
Dude, you could do a 24-hour challenge on
Big
this.
mattress guy.
Overnight. What if we do overnight on the
Really?
bluegill barge?
I say a waterbed on this thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Big water big
He
guy?
would be into water beds.
No, it's just because
You
we're on the water.
you sick-
I've used one.
Look at that slide. There's a bunch of beavers and muskrats out here. We need to just. I wish it was legal to just. Wouldn't that be sick? You
was
literally
that?
could just drive around the old barge and just absolutely just let it eat. Was that a turtle?
I think it was something. I don't know what fell in the water.
Well, we're gonna keep driving. We're gonna explore. Hopefully, she's on bluegill duty. Look at her. You see any? No. We'll let you know if we see anything cool. Shit! You guys remember that? You want to steer this shit?
What, me?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh, okay.
I gotta give these folks here an update. If you guys remember, put it in reverse, Terry. That's what I'm saying. Grrr. You got it. Right there, that little trench and this little dam piece. I don't know if you guys can quite see that. If you guys remember, if you're OG viewers, me and Banjo took the tank, the OG tank, the one we actually just gave away, and we broke it. It was like tank versus beaver dam. Got a bunch of views. That was it, and it worked. The trench is still there. That's what I'm saying.
There. It's low.
Yeah, the water's, we got some leakage problem this pond has. I know a lot of you guys always ask about this pond, and well, I mean, the fishing's better. It should be better this year than it was in the past 2 years. We've stocked some largies. Hey, it's just, look, just like Lucy, dude.
Hey, it's
Just
a
like,
stick.
no, don't. No.
Don't do it.
That's a stick. No, what did that stick do to you? What did that stick do to you? Oh, Oakley.
What?
Oakley.
What?
Hey, Oakley. Oh, kill that motor. Oh, okay. Come on. No, don't do that. Okay, we're good. Just about died here. She about died, not me. This pond, it should be better than it was last year. It's really muddy right now. It should be a lot clearer, but we've stocked a lot of bluegills and largies and some catfish in here. So we are gonna try, now that we've got the bluegill barge figured, I love this thing. Yeah, it doesn't feel like you're on a boat. You're literally just on a giant floating raft. This thing's pretty freaking neat. So, hey, you settle down back there, buddy. We are hopefully gonna fish this thing. But as you can tell, this sucker is floating. It is good. I mean, the real test is gonna be coming back in a couple weeks, because we're just gonna leave this thing in the water. We're not gonna take it out. I mean, you saw how we transport it. We ain't taking it out probably ever, unless we're gonna try duck hunting. We could duck hunt over here on this pond though.
Yeah.
We see some ducks, and maybe we'll throw a blind up, sit on it. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this series, 2-video series that were spaced out 3 weeks because of the rain. But what we did is we recovered a pontoon boat with giant holes, used a bunch of JB Weld and Flex Seal and all sorts of good stuff. If you guys missed episode 1, you should go watch it. And we got it sealed up and ready to rock and roll. Now we've got a finished product, the old bluegill barge. So stay tuned, episode number 3 of the series. I'm not sure when it's gonna be, but Banjo's gonna be catching them bluegills.
Big in.
You guys stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next one, and peace.
Yeah.
I feel like he can kind of like
He can get in the
he can
holes
get
a
in
lot
he can get in the holes. It's all about getting in that hole, you know. Hope my mom watches my videos.